Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Chipp Builder Series, where we get to talk to those creating the future of AI. And today we get to turn the lens on our own team to our newest team member, Jofo Domingo, who's joining us as a designer, an expert in UI, and someone who really just cares about the experience of getting started. Jofo, how's the day going?
Day is fantastic. It's honestly just getting better. I'm excited to chat with you folks, and honestly, it's fun to be here.
Yeah, it's so fun to have you. So tell us a little bit about where in the world you are and why you're so excited about joining the Chip team.
Currently, I am in Toronto in Canada, North America. I'm excited in the chip team. Two things. I think number one, the product itself. I think with besides like the hype of the AI, what we're actually building is supporting the teams building that and making AI more accessible. And the second part is that the team is just crazy fun to work with. We're continuously iterating. We're talking to our customers and our users, and we're just building with the community. So I feel like this opportunity is just like a dream for
That's
Chip.
amazing. Well, tell us a little bit about the impact on accessibility with design. So I know it's something you've thought a lot about. Like, what is the importance of user experience, user design, user interaction? And you can even define some of those terms. But why does it matter for someone who's trying to build something, especially in the AI space?
Awesome. So, people throw these words a lot. So I'll just define them. UX is user experience and UI is user interaction. The importance of design in the AI space is really creating that accessibility layer for everyone to work with AI. The thing is that AI started out with a very technical space, and the people working with it are very technical folks. So these are developers, potentially like executives, CEOs, and consultants who get hired for like thousands of dollars. What design does is kind of democratizes that access, make it easy and simple for just anyone to play around with. The challenge really is that designing for AI is such a new space that no one really knows what works. There is no like set pattern that works for every single person. So it's both kind of like a dance, if you will, back and forth with users and people, figure out what works intuitively for them. So design is super important so that anyone can come in and jump in and work with AI right now. And that's why I think it's important to be working and designing in AI.
Well, that's great, and I think you're helping to imagine what are the patterns that might emerge, and I think we're seeing that with the technology too. Is it going to be a chat interface? Is it going to be voice? Is it going to be combination? There's so many unanswered questions, which makes it really exciting to build in this space because you really are inventing. You've done this in your past. This isn't the first time you've sort of democratized and tried to build a connection with design. So tell us a little bit about your journey to get to Chip and even just to get into the design world as a whole.
Actually, great question. It's a funny story. I started kind of design in general off of a whim. I've always been big into startups, and I saw myself kind of building products. I think design was kind of like I was forced into it in a way that, oh, we have to build faster by having some designs, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And I kind of fell in love with the idea of. I remember my first guerrilla experiment where I had some designs from Sketch and I was at a coffee shop and I was just like, hey, would you want to give me some feedback? I'll give you $5 for coffee. And I think it started down there. I think what excites me about design the most is really that discovering and the talking to people portion. Part of that inventing and discovery is working with new technology. So I've always found myself in the spaces where new patterns need to be created and new experiences need to be designed. So I was working in digital banking at one point, and then I moved into Web3 and crypto. And while doing that as well, there's a lot of applications of AI in that space, but really like going down to how does these new experiences in AI actually affect the people. So that's kind of how I found myself and learning myself here doing product design, which is a combination of user experience, user interactions, and kind of that business feasibility mindset as well.
No, that's awesome. Well, I know everything's being written as we go in the AI space, but do you have any learnings that you've uncovered thus far building with Chip that you think other AI builders might want to know about or that we could learn from?
The biggest thing I've learned in my journey in designing with Chip so far is really building with the community. there's a lot of signals that your community is sending out. And it's important that you understand the things you want to build are assumptions, and you need to test those assumptions with the people who want to build with you and work with you. So designing with the community has been such a pivotal thing in building this product. And I think that's a testament to why people want to work with us, because we actually, not just because we need to listen, but we love listening to what people want because we want to design for you folks. So
And we
design with
might
the
even buy
community
you
is
a $5 coffee, just like your first your interview. We're
more than happy to just tell me the facts of like how the design is, and I'm happy to get
Yeah,
some
that's so
coffee out.
true. Well, thinking ahead, since it's so fun building with community, what are some of the things you're looking forward to designing or working on in the coming weeks and months?
I think what we be excited about. So there's such things as the explore page. I don't know if that's like low key, high key yet, but the ability for just anyone to build anything, and there's no gates. What I mean by that is that I think in bigger companies, when you would use their products, I don't want to name names, but everyone needs to be in that ecosystem to be able to use like their AI, their assistant. What's really cool about what we're building in Chip and what I'm excited about is that we were building an open face marketplace where anyone can try another person's prompt in AI. So I think that's the most exciting part, because there hasn't been, I think, a fully successful one. And there's a lot of challenges in that as well. So I think that's why I'm most excited for that one.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, the creator of Chippy, our little yellow friend, I told Jofo he has a future in plush toys if the graphic design thing doesn't work out. But any last thoughts you want to leave our audience with as you kind of join Chip and really dive in full time? You know, you've been working with us for many months, but now you get to do it all the time. So anything that you want to close with for our listeners?
First off, I want to close with the listeners is that build with us. I think
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, like, yeah, I'm joining the team, but I want to bring it out there that like I'm speaking to you folks that you can build with us, and we want to build with you, and that's how we make Chip actually successful and we get things sailing forward. So I'm not the only one joining. I want to keep everyone joining with us and build with us as we build Chip together.
That's amazing. Well, Jofo Domingo joining us from north of the border in Canada, bringing his expertise and community driven design to Chip. We're so excited to have you. And thanks for sharing a little bit about your vision.
Thanks so much, Scott. I'm excited to keep going.
Let's do it.